Good morning, guys, and welcome to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. It's a beautiful day. Thank you for the last message that just came in about 30 seconds ago. I do have that effect on women. Two ex-wives to prove it. Yes, somebody sent a beautiful message saying I've just fallen asleep to your YouTube channel video. Yeah, anyway guys, good morning. It's a beautiful day here. I got up this morning very early, went for a walk, had some fresh breakfast, fresh fruit and vegetables. And what did I take this morning? Oh, of course, I start the morning with lemon juice. So I squeeze a fresh lemon into water, drink that down first. So practice what I preach, you know, I really do work on myself. I use raw coconut oil. I take a teaspoon of that throughout the day, and I rub that on my body too, at certain parts of my body which I want healing and strengthening, so that's a good thing as well. Rub it on your hands here as well, coconut oil. It's amazing because it goes through and really, I don't know all the details, but I do know it has an amazing effect on the skin. And instead of maybe looking at all these factor 50s and stuff like that, sun creams, maybe do a little bit of research, and my suggestion is to maybe try coconut oil if you're going into the sun. Okay, right, I'm gonna compact as much as I can today because I want to give you quite a bit of information, and it'll give you an idea of how we're going to work on the Lighthouse membership as well. So this is kind of like a snippet of the Lighthouse membership. So, okay guys, I'm going to read you something that I found on the internet a few weeks ago. Okay, I'm not brilliant at reading, but listen, okay, take a good listen to this. In crystals, we have a pure evidence of the existence of a formative life principle. And although in spite of everything, we cannot understand the life of a crystal or crystals, it is still a living being. Now guess who said that? Nikola Tesla. Do you remember the guy who the system raped and pillaged and stole and left him for nothing and stole all his stuff? And now it's coming to light that this guy was not only a genius but also knew about crystals. It's there. You can look it up on the internet, guys. And I was actually in tears because I've been mocked over the past 15 years that I've been telling people that crystals are living entities, that they are living, they are understanding, they are all amazing, and we haven't even tapped into 1% of a crystal. I have a theory about crystals, okay? And I can't back this up, but I can tell you over the years of practicing with clients that when I place energy into a crystal, which is an energy which is a focused energy on a certain principle of healing, that energy goes into the crystal, and that crystal, which is a living entity, holds that memory. And when you receive that very crystal from my website and you hold it, the memory of that crystal then goes into your energy. So it's almost like, if you listen carefully, you can hear what's being put into that energy. Now, I've been mocked and laughed at by some of my dearest friends who have said I've gone crazy, or I'm doing this because it's a way of making money. And I've lost a lot of what I consider to be dear friends. But you know what, guys? The reason why people get so upset with people like you and I when we share messages is that they find it hard to comprehend anything other than eating, sleeping, working and drinking. That's it. So it's great to be able to share this with you from Nikola Tesla. It really is, and that's that. So it's a great day today. I'm gonna start by throwing a spanner in the works, really, because a lot of you out there who are avid and very what's the word, focused crystal lovers are gonna kind of be a bit upset with me here, right? But I want to go back to the principle of what one genius said, and I think was it Einstein who said everything is energy, and that's that. Okay, I'm not so sure if it was or not, right? But everything is energy. Everything. It doesn't matter whether it's a piece of wood, whether it's water, whether it's a human flesh, whether it's metal, whether it's glass. Doesn't matter. It's all energy in its own form. So the reason why I believe that crystals hold memory far greater and more powerful is because they're living entities, they're living beings. Therefore, they're able to produce an energy when you hold it that blasts you with that very energy it holds within what you've put in. So the two foundations of energy, in my humble opinion, to the way I work, is your crystal hold. Let's take, for instance, I don't know. Let's take up my little beautiful angel, rose quartz. Rose quartz has a very calming energy of its own. So where it was dug from, the land or the area that needed that energy needed calmness. So this grew out of Mother Nature through all of exactly what it needed in that place and produced this. Now there's a reason why it produces this, okay? So I believe the reason why it produces this is because in that area needed the energy of this crystal. And we've been fortunate to see these crystals because we dig and we find them, and lots of people are it's very controversial subject. Should we touch them? Should we not leave them where they are? Well, I tell you something, crystals have helped heal a lot of people in this world who don't live anywhere near crystals. That's my point of view. Okay, we share fruit and vegetables from around the world, and we all heal from fruit and vegetables, like the noni tree. Doesn't matter, all the trees that we share certain fruits that help heal us. Okay, so the crystal, I believe, is the same. As long as we don't rape and take and pillage, that's what I have a struggle with. But mankind is greedy, so what do? Do you just ignore it, or do you work with it? I work with it and love it. So this is a beautiful energy as it is. So if you buy this crystal, which is rose quartz, and you sit with it around your neck or in your hand, it will bring you peace. It'll bring balance. It'll bring kind of like a calmness into your life, and all of a sudden you'll feel an energy of protection. Okay, so that's its base energy. Okay, if I take that very crystal and work with it on a client, whatever that client is suffering with, the energy from the universe pours through into the client, and that very crystal then holds that memory. So if I sit here with that crystal and hold it and channel an energy of a certain focused energy, let's say you've got heartbreak. You've rung me and said, Mark, I've just lost my partner and my heart is broken. He's left me for another person. I don't know what to do. My heart is broken. Okay, so Mark takes this crystal. Mark holds this crystal, and Mark tunes into the energy of that client. But that client, I don't see heartbreak. I see love. I see new love. I see happiness. I see her smiling. I see her feeling the most powerful soul in the world. I channel that energy into here, which then goes into as a memory. I then send the crystal to the client, or the crystal buys that crystal from markbajewski.com, holds it, and without even realizing, they are now being blasted with that very memory that I have channeled into this crystal. So you've got a twofold of crystals with mine now. You've got the one-fold crystal, which is the energy of calmness, protection, love, and now you've got the added energy, which is the memory I channeled, which is happiness, new love, allowing new love into your life, believing in yourself, believing that you can be loved again, and knowing that everything's going to be beautiful and you're going to smile again and feel stronger than ever before. Do you see? Okay, the reason why I am talking like this is I'm just about to show you. Okay, so when I was in LA, guys, I made it a point to visit some of the biggest crystal stores basically in the world. And these are very famous stores selling crystals. And I bought quite a lot of crystals, but I want to show you something, okay? Okay, I bought these, okay? These crystals. Beautiful, eh? They even look like Siberian quartz, right? Beautiful, eh? Almost like aquamarine, right? Beautiful, no? And look, they've got little chips and little bubbles and yeah, really nice. Guess what? They're fake. They're not real. I've tested them on my meter. They're glass. From one of the, well, there was two I went to and both were selling glass and calling them crystals. Now, are you there now going, that's disgusting, it's terrible? Well, actually, it doesn't bother me at all. And do you know why? Going back to what we just discussed, everything is energy. Never ever let that upset you. Now, here's the thing. This crystal doesn't really have a foundation energy. It is a clear crystal ready to absorb the energy of memory. So what I do with this crystal now is exactly what I would have done with the rose quartz and the rest of my crystals on markbyeski.com, which is sit with them and place focused energy of whatever I want for my client to feel better for. So you can take a piece of glass, a piece of wood, a piece of metal, whatever you can take, a glass of water, and you can sit with your hands on them, just like opaline, the crystal that isn't a crystal, okay? Just like many other pieces of glass, and you can sit with them and you can channel your most beautiful energy into them, but only when you're 100% happy, both mind, spirit, and body. You have to be perfectly in tune and happy. If you've got any issue in your body or thought or feelings that could be negative or that could stop the flow, then don't do it. Only do it when you're happy. So you take the crystals when you're feeling happy and strong, and you sit somewhere comfortable and put the music on. And you hold the crystal in your hands for maybe 1 or 2 hours, okay? Let's say half an hour to begin with, okay? I've been doing this too long, it's easy for me, but maybe for you it might be a bit more challenging. Let's say we'll do it for 5 minutes. There's no reason why 5 minutes can't be just as beautiful. Okay, so you sit for 5 minutes. Don't look at the clock, just sit down, okay? And just relax and close your eyes. You're happy, and now you're going to allow the energy to flow through you of whatever you feel. Don't focus on a thought of what you want to put into the crystals to begin with. Let the energies just flow through you, and then you'll receive the energy of what's flowing through you. Trust me, okay? And you just sit comfortable and you breathe through your nose and blow out through your mouth, and just allow the pure energy to flow through you. And after 5 or 10 minutes or however long, you put the crystals down and away, and you write down what you felt at that moment. And then when you feel happy the next day or that afternoon or whenever, you go back to the crystals and do the same again. And you write down again what you felt. Welcome to my world, guys. That's how I charge crystals. And that's why when you go onto markbyeski.com, you will always see a write-up of what I channeled over the weeks, months, and sometimes years of a crystal. So the moral of the story is this. Don't ever feel that you are not strong enough or powerful enough or good enough to put a memory into a crystal via the universal flow that will come through you into either a piece of glass or your crystal. And this is how we charge crystals. Okay? I hope that meant something to you today, guys. It's a lovely day. I feel really great. Thank you again. I've just got you. You've all seen them, right? the mala beads. This is the normal size mala bead. You've seen these, right? This is on my website, normal size. But I chased down and found some really big ones. Aren't they gorgeous and lovely to work with if you're into these beads? So I'm about to do some work now, working on some crystals for the next couple of hours. Looking forward to that. I hope you guys are all doing well. My next video, I'll tackle a certain subject, which is more about energy and why we need to look after our own bodies, and why and how we create an energy of power, and that power then brings in miracles, and I'm living proof of that. I see them every day. And I want to say thank you once again for subscribing to markbajeski.com. Thank you. It means the world to me. We're growing every day. And thank you for all your messages, and thank you for buying from markbajeski.com. I know you love your crystals, and I read every message when you send them to me now, because I've got a little bit more time on my hands, so it's great. And look forward to seeing you soon, guys. That's it. Okay. Great day. Take care, everybody. Bye.